God intends you to be blessed. You are created to be blessed. How do I know this? In Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, the scripture clearly says that when God finished creating man and woman in his image and likeness, he made them male and female. The scripture clearly declared that God blessed them. So you and I were created to be blessed. Blessing is not what you struggle for. It is already given to you by the Creator. And God is the only blesser. And when God blesses you, you become fortunate. You become favored. And you become happy. So many are living their life devoid of these three things. But begin to believe it now, because that was what you were created to be. The scripture in Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22, it said, the blessings of the Lord makes a man rich and added no sorrow with it. You need to understand it so that you live a life of joy. Live a life of joy in God. Because his blessings makes you rich and has no sorrow with it. In Deuteronomy 11:27, the Lord said, when you obey me, I bless you. So, blessing comes as a result of obeying God's commandments. God's commandments are not given to punish us, but they were given to bless us. And when we begin to operate in obedience, blessings multiply. However, there are three conditions that makes blessing to multiply in the life of anyone. And that's what God is always looking for. He made it clear in the book of Luke, chapter 16, from verse 10 to 12. Number one, he said, you must be faithful in the least, so that you will be made master of much. If the little you are given is not handled faithfully, there's no integrity, there's no honesty in managing them. God is giving you money, God is giving you resources, and you are not diligent in the handling or the management of those resources, you are not qualified for multiplication. That's number one. Number two, if you are not faithful in managing the wealth that is given to you by another man, you are not qualified to have your own. Very important. Everyone today is managing something for someone. Maybe your place of work, maybe the place where you're under authority. Know that your blessing can only increase when you're able to manage what is another man. Because God wants to make sure that you have the ability of giving account. You have the ability of increasing what is put in your hands, so that you'll be qualified for increase. And then lastly, if you are faithful with what is someone's property, then you'll be giving your own. Very important. True riches is not just money. True riches is wealth, which lives and outlives you. And that can only happen when you are faithful in what is someone. So these three conditions are very important. One, you must be faithful in what is another man. Two, you must be faithful in what is little. Then you must be faithful in the management of money that belongs to others. Then you become qualified for your own increase. In Luke 12:16 to 21, we had the story of a rich farmer. God actually gave him grace. He went to farm and produced so much from his farm. The expectation of God is that he will begin to use this blessing for the betterment of others. Guess what he was doing? He sat down and began to plan how to make barns and told himself that it's time to relax and begin to eat and enjoy. And of course, what do you expect from the blesser? The blesser got up and said, today is the end of your life. And God took him out. So, in summary, the blessings gets multiplied when the blessed uses the blessing according to the will of the blessed. The blessings multiplies when the blessed uses the blessing according to the will of the blesser, he becomes increased by God. And the only way you can get God to bless you is to find his son Jesus. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody goes to the Father except by him. When you get to Jesus, Jesus will bring you to the Father. And through Jesus, God will graciously give you everything as far as blessing is concerned. That is clear in Romans chapter 8, verse 32. He says, he that gave his only begotten Son for our own salvation, shall he not through him give us all things? So, as we get to Jesus, we are getting to God. And through Jesus, we get blessed. And our blessings are multiplied.